Are you ready to stop battling with your mind and start befriending your mind? Because there is a possibility to create an amazing friendship with your mind, with your body, and with your heart. And that's what it leads me to in this live broadcast. And I trust that you will be joining live or checking the replay, and that will be a meaningful and transformative and and give you a food for thought to consider that invitation that it's time to transform the hardship and look at it that it's as an invitation to consider a new direction. If it feels stuck, that you somehow stuck in that murky water with your ship and don't know which direction to take, consider that it's time to take the new direction, to shift the perspective, to steer your heart strong ship to a new direction where it will feel that it's a more smoother ride that you and a journey and voyage that you will experience, and that you will be fully on board of your ship in more of a cohesion, that you will allow for your mind to get on board in unity with your body and with your heart, and not allowing the mind to take charge, to create those uneasy adventures, to push you beyond any limitation. And there's nothing wrong to push yourself to transform certain things. However, many times it's becoming over pushing and a controlling way where it's detrimental to our mental stability, emotional stability, physical stability, and spiritual awakening, that it's possible and it's there for us when we see that we can take that new direction and steering our hardship that can become a strong ship to that new destination, or the new direction, I should say, because it is an ongoing journey. We might stop at some an anchor at some port, but we always have a choice to continue with that journey when we feel. And sometimes, yes, that journey is unfolding in the least expected moment, when we don't feel like we become possibly comfortable with where we at currently. And that comfort level could be that we outgrew that environment already, but we feel that it's something familiar, and that's many times what the mind will try to reassure us that it's familiar. So why bother? You might find some even worse situation that you already experienced. So why consider getting yourself in a new crop? For example, or however you telling yourself to and convincing and allowing for your mind to convince you that it's okay to stay put, even if it's probably takes more of your energy and your power to stay in place where you at, in that murky water that is so uncomfortable and so hard, but somehow you convinced that there's no way out of it. So bringing your mind on board and befriending that it's okay to consider a new direction, that it's okay to consider a shift in the perspective, that you are safe to make a new choice and consider something else, and that start kind of unfolding for you. It can be a grand unfolding, and usually it comes with the step by step and willingness to in curiosity and courage to see how that will be unfolding, and leaning actually more into trust. And that's how you get to kind of lean more to your heart, where you start operating more from your intuition, from your home, from your center, and that and feeling more guided, eventually more with your spirit, with God, or whatever divine power you feel connection with. That's where you can experience more, when you open your heart and connect heart with the mind and with the body, where you create that unity. That's where that beautiful experience can be uh, experience can unfold, and you can shift the perspective. You can see things from a new perspective that is more enjoyable, that feels more loving, that it feels easier than the one that you experience. And because it coming from your source power and gives you that strength, and it's not something that you feel that you on your own, and you get to dig yourself out of those murky waters, and there's no way out for you. And many times we also feel that nobody around can help you, because they don't understand what you're going through and what you experience, and you only one in this whole wide world to experience what you experience. And nobody can support you, and nobody will know how to support you, because you only know. So it's there is some truth to it. We are all unique. There's no one other person exactly like you. However, many of us going through different tribulations, challenges, hardships, that choosing at some point out of willingness, sometimes out of the discomfort, getting so discomforting, that we decide to have the courage and transform our hardship, to finally take some even the tiniest step forward, and start courageously stepping forward, until we start seeing what a blessing, what a miracle I can experience when I'm choosing to take that new direction, not being bound by that mental hardship, but using that as a friendly reminder, as a develop and nurturing my friendship, that creates more of that unity, harmony, and cohesion, with my mind, with my heart, with my body, and connection with my spirit, where I don't have to understand everything, that things unfolding in the beautiful way, many times much better than ever expected, and enjoying those moments, and becoming more present and conscious, and sharing those moments with the others because that's the point of that journey that we get to experience. We many times become selfish, that we want to just be stuck in that hardship and not moving forward, not considering that it's okay for us to open our mind, our heart, and our body, to move through those experiences, because that's what creates more of that ease to go through those challenges, because then it's easier to see that from a new light, new perspective, when we closing ourselves off, when we holding some grudges, when we holding to some resentment, and thinking that we want to be in control, and nobody understand, nobody see us, nobody hear us, all kinds of things that can unfold out of that mental hardship, and we feel that's kind of the right. We judging ourselves, we start judging others, and feeling a lot of that resentment towards ourselves, towards others. It's not the way to go. It's get to keep redirecting to more of that home, to the source power, to see beyond the understanding, beyond expectations or judgment, shame, guilt, resentment, but see how beautiful experience you can experience, that you're not here just to experience hardship. That hardship is for you to realize that you can befriend your mind and move through that hardship, and become like a strong ship, where there is a possibility to experience something amazing. And at that point, you you feel lighter, your energy is even shifting. You feel brighter, you feel lighter, in a sense of brightness, in a sense of that it's not so heavy for you, and you can create share that presence, that conscious and expanding presence and conscious with the others. They will feel your presence. It becomes a very amazing experiences, and you can live your legacy on a daily basis, where you experience more of that heart-centeredness in your life and in your daily basis. It can be of service to the others in the beautiful ways. They're not looking, nobody looking to be fixed. They're looking for the presence, for the meaningful connections with another human being. And even yesterday, I experienced bunch of those connections with the brand new people that I never met in my life, and we were clicking very quickly, and I was in that generous service in a ministry to be of service to them without any agenda, without looking for the outcome, just trusting that those things, and even asking in a prayer for those experiences to be present, to be meaningful. And it happened beyond my understanding, beyond any expectations. I still, when I'm sharing in this moment, I feel in awe how amazing those experiences were with the brand new people, where we could create some meaningful connections. Some were very short and joyful and loving. Some were a little bit more expensive and more deeper. And that was filling my heart. It was filling the other person's heart. And that we creating those beautiful, meaningful, and loving memories together that will serve both of us and can ripple to others, that I'm sharing that those experience about those experience with my presence to on this channel. I also share in my community of Awakened Women Club on Facebook group. Also share a bit what was happening and how amazing it felt. And that's where that beautiful legacy that we can create on a daily basis, where we can really making that true difference to ourselves and true difference to others, and we'll co-create those memories, beautiful memories, and that we share with the others, and they can share with the others, and we can share with the others. So as I describe, can you see the rippling effect of you standing in your source power and using your voice can create how rippling, how amazing your presence and expansion of that presence and your conscious and authenticity can create that you feel more courage, you feel more confidence in navigating your hardships, and becomes more of the strong ship to continue to moving forward and experience. And I'm not saying to somehow discount or avoid some challenging situation or uneasy. When you're more in that center cohesion, it's easier to navigate through those hard moments. Even yesterday, those meaningful and loving connections were also having some sad moments when we were talking about the life and death and unexpected departures, and it was a sad moment for a minute, but because of more of that presence conscious, more of that heart-centeredness, it was deeper understanding and deeper trust that that was happening for the good, for the higher good. It wasn't just lingering in the grief with the hard emotions, even though it's still possibly it was expressed that it's still challenging to deal with those emotions, but we're coming from more of the brighter side of those emotions, that there is a higher purpose in that, beyond the understanding beyond that stuckness in the mental capacity, that it's worth to open the mind, open the heart, and open the body to experience more of that fullness, more of that wholeness, more of that cohesion, and experiences of our own experiences and experience with the others, when we can authentically share how we feel, with the good moments and bad moments, and see that from more, not so much in some darkness, or not over positive, like fake positivity, but a more authentic and truthful way. And that's amazing feeling, when that meaningful and deep connection can be experienced with that authenticity and truth, when the other person having those truthful moments and conscious and meaningful moments, and we can share them with the others and co-create together some amazingness and build our legacies in those moments, even if we develop the deeper friendships with ourselves and with those people, or they were just that one occasion that we co-created, and go our merry way. And still have more feeling that we can continue on that journey. We can continue co-creating with other people, with our families, with our friends, with our co-workers, with our team members, with our clients. So whoever you get to interact, when things are happening and expanding in one area, you can bring that to the other areas, to the other relations. It doesn't have to just be stuck in one place, and that's kind of the cohesion. That's why it's so important that mental is part of creating that cohesion, and that's why I'm putting in those broadcasts emphasis on each area of the hardship, from mental, first physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, because they are connected. However, many times we end up in that mental hardship, or we that all of a sudden it expands to emotional hardship, and then it starts being felt in our body, and on a physical level, and some dis-ease, and all of a sudden we also kind of losing hope, and not trusting our source power, our spirit, and our mind trying to take over and be controlling, and we feel like we alone in this whole wide world, and nobody is there for us. So we get to kind of keep returning to our homes, to our centers, to see things from the new light perspective, that it's okay to actually to be with yourself, that it's not danger, it's a safe place, and create, because that's what gets to happen, gets to be created, that you feel safe and comfortable in your own mind, in as a friend, with your heart, with your body, with your nervous system, to be able to feel that homey feelings, to be able to share that feelings with the others, and all of a sudden your mind is more on board, like, oh, okay, I'm safe, I can expand that safety, I can expand my presence, I can expand my conscious, and create some connections with myself, with my source power, and I can also ripple them to the others, to other relations that I have with other human beings, with actually relations to how I relate to potentially money, to my business, to other, because everything is connection and relations. So the friending, having that friendships that we always wanted to have, is one of the crucial elements to overcome and transform that mental hardship and overall hardship in more of that cohesion between the mind, heart, body, and spirit, to see things beyond the understanding, beyond our comprehension, beyond expectations, it will unfold in the most beautiful ways. And what it usually requires, trusting more. Trusting that it will unfold, that it doesn't have to be certain way. It will become a way that you will be amazed to see. You would even be at awe and like, wow, I never even thought of it, or I possibly never even expect that it will become even much better than you consider your option. And insisting that it has to be your way, and standing in the way actually of your own unfolding, and standing in the way of the trust that it's possible for you to experience some beauty in your life, more of that conscious authentic presence with you, and to share that with the others. So that's what legacy is about, to really consider standing in your true power, source power, and using your voice to make that difference for yourself and others. We're not here just to make a difference for others, and it's hard to make a difference for others when we forgetting about ourselves, when we in that mental hardship and don't feel that we can help ourselves. So how we can help others? It won't be a really meaningful help for the others, because we already shorthanding ourselves, uh, and thinking that things have to be certain way and we cannot overcome. And people, when they reaching out to us, they looking for some assistance, not always to fix them, but maybe just listening to them, to be present. And if you in your mind you're not really present, you allowing for the mind to take charge, and many times operating out of subconscious, and don't even know what is going on exactly, and even somebody will point to you and you will like, I don't remember doing that, or no, I didn't, possibly being in even denial, and maybe even get to the argument with the other person because they noticed something that it felt uncomfortable, or never registered in your conscious that that was the case, because you were so on autopilot with your subconscious, allowing the mind to control, and wasn't paying attention what that mind, what tricks, and where it's leading you to more of that closeness that you don't even registering what is happening around you, what is happening within you. That's what it gets to happen when those hardships are experienced. It's time to return back home to your center and open yourself again, to see in more clarity, to experience more ease, more of that cohesion, more of that alignment, more of the flow. And there are some simple exercises. I can share some practical tips that feels like are supportive for me, and it's an ongoing journey. The one that seems to be working for quite some time, and I'm even currently have my hand on my heart, and that create more of that presence, that create more of that centeredness, that my own touch with my heart creates that safety to my nervous system, even though I'm coming live. And it takes courage to share life, and you don't know, I don't know who will be watching that and how they will take it. Will they take that in a good way? Will they have some judgment around it? Uh, I don't have the control over it, and I wouldn't be able to share anything or come live. And I've been doing that for quite some time, for years, coming with trust that it serves someone, that I don't need to know who will serve, what will be the outcome of it, and not taking that personally if even the outcome will not be advantageous, that maybe it will be triggering to someone, to that they don't understand, and still operating from the autopilot, and hearing that they feel that it's not something that it's their readiness, they not ready for it or possible for them. However, maybe there will be even a tiny ray of light that in that discomfort, and that dis-ease, and that anger or frustration, it will build a bit of a fire to open the body and mind and heart, even for a split second, to see things from a different perspective, that there is a possibility, that there is that light at the end of the tunnel, and some tiny small steps can be taken to experience more of that lightness, more of that brightness, more of the brilliance of your own unfolding, and share that with the others. So would love to see your comments. I would love to connect with you. There are opportunities for those connections to happen. You can go to for more awaken-women.com, when there are some links for connecting. There are blog posts on a weekly basis, and I share usually those lives based on those blog posts to bring on YouTube in another long form share with my presence, my voice, not just in a written form, and I'm redirecting also, if you open to reading some of my reflections that coming with connection with my spirit in the blog posts. Feel free to go there and check those out. They have been quite a few already. I've been working on it for months on a weekly basis consistently, to bring that and to also promote those blog posts on different social media platforms, to coming lives, to Facebook group community called Awaken Woman Club, and creating some shorts as well to create more of that visibility, and not for just so I feel better. I will feel better when it serves others, and I'm leaning more towards that trust that it does. That maybe if there's just one person on YouTube, will will be served by what I'm sharing here from my heart to yours. That's amazing, and trusting that possibly even more than just one person will see that, and will experience that presence, and feel that connections with their presence, and ready to expand theirs and live their legacy. So without further ado, thank you for your presence. Thank you for checking this message. I would love to see your insightful reflections and wisdom in the comment sections, or we can also connect on the expanding of our presence call, and explore more on that. In a beautiful co-creation. So feel free to reach out. You can even put in the comment section connect, and I would love to expand our presence together and connect with you. So without further ado, sending so much love, joy, peace, light, and compassion to you, and see you around.